And Earth Day is not just about planting trees, it's about protecting communities. And here at Hampton Roads, that means preserving one with deep roots.
U.S. Representative Bobby Scott spent Tuesday morning touring Aberdeen Gardens. That's a historic neighborhood that sits in a flood zone. Jeremiah Beatty explains how community leaders plan to fix this issue. Jeremiah.
The Aberdeen community received a $20 million grant from the Emergency Protection Agency last year to improve flooding in the area. But right now, that money is on a temporary pause. Community leaders say they can't wait and are looking for alternative ways to improve the area. Aberdeen Gardens, built from 1934 to 1938, is the first African-American community designed by and built for blacks in the United States. While the drainage system worked back then, Representative Bobby Scott says time, growth, and aging infrastructure have created problems residents just can't ignore.
Flooding is getting worse every year, and we need to make sure we use this flooding for the various projects so that Aberdeen Gardens won't have to suffer.
Community leaders say a planned $20 million federal grant comes from the Inflation Reduction Act. A portion of that funding coming through the EPA would go toward upgrading Aberdeen Gardens' drainage system with larger pipes and storm channels to better handle heavy rain and reduce flooding. But Congressman Scott says that money is now on hold.
We're very disappointed that they're kind of picking and choosing what they're going to actually spend. But in this case, we just want the money funded.
The pause comes under the Trump administration, and leaders say the vitality of Aberdeen Gardens is at stake without it.
Now people have trouble getting to their front doors. They have trouble accessing their cars.
Mary Carson Stiff, executive director of Wetlands Watch, says heavy rain often leaves residents stranded or dealing with water damage. She says her organization and others are looking for alternative funding options that can help cover costs in the meantime.
So we're trying to find smaller private funding grant sources, other state grant sources. There's stormwater management funding that's available through the state, but whether or not it's going to be fully funded in the governor's budget is still a lingering thing.
Leaders say whether it's through federal funding or local efforts, their mission is far from over. In Hampton, Jeremiah Beatty, 13 News Now.
Well, Hampton's $20 million grant is one of 11 across Virginia that the EPA could terminate, totaling about $71 million statewide. You can find a full list of the grants on our website, 13newsnow.com.